Hey friends, it's Jules. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am here to do a Freida vlog. I am so excited, you guys. I've only read maybe 4 books by Freida. I pulled it up. I'm going to go over the books that I have read and my star rating, and then I'm going to tell you what books I'm going to read. I have been wanting to read all the Freida books, so I'm like, why not do a Freida vlog? So I'm going to read 4 books for this vlog, but let's talk about the books I have read. I'm looking over here. I got a frog in my throat. Oh, speaking of, let me take a drinky drink. I bought these Joyba bubble tea. I don't know if they're good. I got them at Walmart. This is the strawberry lemonade green tea. So let's try it. This straw is weird, but oh, it doesn't go down all the way, or does it? Oh my gosh, it's leaking. Okay, that's good. Like, why isn't it going? Oh, I feel like I have it in here wrong. Is it down all the way? Oh, there we go. Well, that's a hot mess express. Okay. I like the flavor of the tea though. It just, this straw is like mini. Look at that. Ooh. Yes, it's got the popping. It's got the popping boba in it. Oh yeah. That's good. Oh, I'm a fan. I like it. I'm also waiting for my noodles to cook. Look at my little guy on top. My husband bought this for me. So, you know, these, don't judge. I like these cheap noodles, okay? They taste good to me. Anyway, you know the lid, it always like stays up. So like this, you put this little guy on it and he holds your lid shut. So I have read The Inmate and I gave that one 5 stars. I read The Locked Door, also gave that one 5 stars. I read The Crash, gave that one 5 stars. I read One by One, I gave that one 4 stars. And then I read The Gift, and that is just... Are you done? The loud exhale of breath. And then I read The Gift, which was just a Christmas novella, and I only gave that one 3 stars. That was not it. But all the others, you guys, 4 or 5 stars. I love me some Freida. So I'm hoping for good things on these books. I mean, I know Freida is like hit or miss for some people, but like, I just have a good time. I just have a good time with her books. So I'm reading 4 books for this vlog. So I'm going to be picking up The Housemaid, The Wife Upstairs, The Boyfriend, and The Tenant. I do not have a physical copy of The Tenant because my library does not have it. So the first one I am starting with is The Housemaid. I have been wanting to read this forever, and I don't know why it's taking me so long to pick it up. But yes, it is a chunker. This is the large print version. This is actually due back at the library tomorrow. I'll probably just return it tomorrow because I am going to just listen to all of these on audio anyway. But I do have a physical copy of this. My sister has it, I found out. So I might get it back from her. I don't know. Okay, so this one says, every day I clean the Winchesters' beautiful house top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school and I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the 3rd floor. Does not say 3rd floor. It says top floor. Her tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up. How she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband, Andrew, seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once, just to see what it's like, but she soon finds out. And by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself, the Winchesters don't know who I really am. They don't know what I'm capable of. Yes, let's go. I have read a couple chapters of this already. No thoughts. She literally has just done the interview. So I will be back when I have some thoughts on this. Okay, I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I have initial thoughts on this book. I'm only 6 chapters in, and Cecilia is a little devil child, and Nina is a bee. There is no way that she ain't even been there a day. and Nina is flipping hot and cold with her personalities and accusing her of things. There is no way. I don't care if I was living in my car and had no money. There is no way I would stay at a job like this. Especially with her getting a gut feeling that isn't good. Always go with your gut. Interesting. I feel like this is going to be a train wreck. Okay, I'm back with some updates. I didn't get a ton read. I'm at least 50% through. I'm hoping to finish this tonight. I'm gonna binge this tonight, but this is definitely building up to be a train wreck. I don't even know what to say without giving anything away. I cannot stand Nina, the lady that hired her. She is literally making messes. Millie will literally go to bed and then wake up and then the house is destroyed. Like what? What is happening? She woke up and like after the first night she was there, she woke up and Nina was literally pulling everything out of the fridge and like throwing it all over the place and was just like throwing a tantrum, saying that Millie must have thrown something away that she needed. And of course she didn't. So she's just making all these messes. And then she's like hot and cold. She'll be like nice to her, and like she had some clothes that she was like, here, would you take these to Goodwill? And then she's like, oh, or she's like, or what size are you? You can just have them, if you know, because she figured they'd be her size. But then in the same sentence will say, don't leave that trash bag laying around here. Like you literally put a trash bag of clothes and gave them to her, and 2 seconds later you're telling her to get it out of your house, like get it out of your sight. She'll like call and tell her to do something, and then she goes to do it and it wasn't supposed to be done. And then she'll be like, I never told you. Where would you get an idea like that? Bitch, you told her to do it. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I for sure would probably go back to prison before I stayed in a house with this crazy bitch. Definitely. So Millie did something not so good, and I don't condone it. So Millie may not be the best person either. Obviously, she's been in prison. We don't know why, but she just did something that's not cool. We're getting into the thick of it. I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. I'm gonna go to Junk Appeal down the street. It's the antique store. There is, last time I was there when Gwen was here, we went, I saw that one of the people's booths had little golden books, but I think I want to maybe pick a couple up, depending on what covers they have, because I might want, if they're not too expensive, I might grab a couple, because I was thinking about making a journal out of, you know, the cover. Don't come at me for ripping a book up. It won't be my first time. I definitely have ripped up some old books for like pages or covers or whatever. Y'all, this book, it just took a crazy turn. I wasn't sure how I was feeling this first part. Actually, I knew how I was feeling. I was feeling angry for like the first part of this book, because there's actually 2 parts. I didn't know that. But the first part of this book, I was like, I was getting kind of frustrated and angry at these people. And now I'm just like, what is happening? Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Did your car die? Ah, dang it. Yeah, y'all know what you're doing? Okay. Wow, he is in the wrong lane. I don't know what the shit he's doing. Bruh. Anyway. So, you're in his lane. You're literally in the lane. I don't know how people get their driver's license. I don't. Anyway, I'm about to go into Hobby Lobby, but I'm listening to this book, and I'm going to finish this tonight, because I don't know how I can not finish this. Cross your fingers I get this done. I need to know how this ends. Y'all, I finished this last night. This was crazy. So I was kind of picking up on what was maybe going to happen. Like, because I can't say too much, because I don't want to give anything away. But something on the back of the book, on the synopsis, and then something that happened in the book, maybe where I was like, well, that can't happen unless this is what happens. That is what happened. And I was like, nah. It was good. It was good. And people got what they deserved. It was good. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Obviously, I can't tell you what happens. But if you haven't read this book, I definitely recommend checking these out. And I'm definitely continuing the series because there was something at the end. I was like, no, is this what's going to happen? Is this what we're moving forward with? Definitely interested in continuing Ellie's journey. But, so another good Freida book. I didn't love the first half as well as I liked the second half, but the first half wasn't bad. I was just angry. I was just angry at people. Yeah. So I got to get this back to the library. Okay. So the next book I'm picking up is The Boyfriend. And this one says, Sydney Shaw, like every single woman in New York, has terrible luck with dating. She's seen it all. Men who lie in their dating profile, men who stick her with the dinner bill, the worst of all, men who can't shut up about their mothers. But finally, she hits the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works as a doctor at a local hospital. Sydney is swept off her feet. Then, the brutal murder of a young woman, the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds police. The primary suspect, a mystery man who dates his victims before he kills them. Sydney should feel safe. After all, she is dating the guy of her dreams, but she can't shake her own suspicions that the perfect man may not be perfect as he seems, because someone is watching her every move, and if she doesn't get to the truth, she'll be the killer's next victim. I've already started this. I have read 30 pages. Yeah, so we have 2 POVs. We have a before from somebody named Tom. Tom is disturbed. Tom is disturbed. He seems like a stalker and a wannabe murderer. Okay. And then we have a present day POV from Sydney. And Sydney is on a dating app, first time date with somebody, and it is not going good. The guy is a tool. It is not going good. And he insists on walking her home. Nope. No first date should ever know where you live. Do not let them pick you up. Do not let them take you home. None of it. So she doesn't take him exactly where she lives. They just head that way. And then she's like, oh, okay, I'm like right up here, but doesn't like show where it's at. And it's not where she lives. But he is expecting some type of like kiss or a hug or something. And he's just getting weird. And he's getting kind of pushy. And things escalate. And a guy kind of jumps in and like rescues her, if you will. Like, is basically like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? And, you know, then the weird guy ends up leaving. And in my mind, I'm thinking, is this like a pact that these guys have, that like one guy pretends to be like the aggressor and then the other guy comes in and saves her, but he's really the psycho? This is the vibe I'm getting already from this. Like, I don't know if that's how it's going to play out, but that is the vibe I'm getting. Anyway, I'm 30 pages in. I'm already invested. I am about to run to the library to take those books back. I'm going to come back, make dinner, and then I have a reading sprints on my channel tonight with Jess, and I am very excited to jump back into this book. I will come back with some thoughts. Okay, you guys, I have updates. I am doing sprints on my channel with Jess and Wendy. Let me turn it down though. Got ocean waves. Y'all, I'm already 50% through this book, and I just started this after work. I am flying through this. I'm enjoying both POVs. The Tom POV is, he's strange. He's strange, and he has weird thoughts about killing people. So, quick spoiler. So, skip forward if you haven't read this and you don't want a spoiler. So, Tom's father is an alcoholic, and he's abusive to his mom, and he wants to protect his mom. And an incident happens between the dad and him. He ends up calling his friend Slug to come help him. That's his friend's name, Slug, to come help him with the situation. And Tom has also been seen. There is a girl who is missing, whose body has been found, and Tom knew her but was telling people he didn't know her. His current girlfriend, Daisy, her friend, approaches him and says, I saw you with her. I know you were with her. I think you're Dangerous, I think you're a creep. I think you killed her. Y'all, I'm eating this book up. I love it. So, which we were on talking on Sprints, and I think Wendy liked it pretty good. Not as well as Jess. Jess really liked it. A couple other people liked it. And then here's Brandon. 1 star. What? It's definitely not a 1 star for me. So we'll see. I've been having this theory thought since very early on. I'll probably come back when I finish it because I'm hoping to fly through it and maybe finish it up tomorrow. So I'm going to come back with some final thoughts. Hopefully tomorrow. I finished this book this morning. I ate this up. Ate it up. I was, in fact, not correct on my theories. I played right into Freida's mind game. She set this up for us to think one way and then pulled the tablecloth right out from underneath of us. She threw my dishes all over the floor. Okay, this was a mind trip. I thought I had it figured out for sure. I thought I knew I was on the right track. I knew what was going to happen. I knew how it was going to end. And I was still having a good time with it. I was like, this is good. This is still going to be good. What's going to happen at the end? It's still good. And then it was like, wrong. But that was good too. I was like, no way. My jaw dropped a little bit. I was like, shut up. So I had a really good time reading this book. 5 freaking stars, y'all. 5 stars. This might be one of my top faves of hers. Yeah. This is going to the top of the list. I mean, I've enjoyed almost all of her books anyway. Like actually all of the novels of hers that I've read, not including that little novella that doesn't count, 4 or 5 stars. I have yet to find one that I have not liked. Her books are crack, and I'm here for it. Okay, the next book that I'm going to pick up is The Wife Upstairs. Victoria Barnett has it all: a great career, a handsome and loving husband, a beautiful home in the suburbs, and a plan to fill it with children. Life is perfect, or so it seems. Then she's in a terrible accident and everything falls apart. Now Victoria is unable to walk. She can't feed or dress herself. She can't even speak. She is confined to the top floor of her house with 24-hour care. Sylvia Robinson is hired by Victoria's husband to help care for her. But it turns out Victoria isn't as impaired as Sylvia was led to believe. There's a story Victoria desperately wants to tell if only she could get out the words. Then Sylvia discovers Victoria's diary hidden away in a drawer, and what's inside is shocking. Okay, this is giving Verity vibes. Heavy Verity vibes. So, yeah, I'm going to start it and I'll come back with some thoughts. Okay, I have updates. Okay, first of all, this book is not matching the audiobook as of the last chapter I just read. Like, something was about to happen, and then in the book it happened, but in the audiobook it didn't happen. And I'm like, what's happening? And then I'm continuing to read, and the next chapter starts different. And like part of the story is different, and then it catches back on. So one of these is obviously off. So I'm wondering if the audiobook was done and then they like revised the book, or vice versa. I don't know. So now I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, so basically Sylvie takes this job to go care for this guy's wife who has had an accident. And she basically can't do anything. She can't really talk. Part of her face isn't working. She like had a brain injury. She says some things. So like she can say some words, or like words. So like what she's trying to say doesn't come out right. So Sylvie's trying to figure out like what she's trying to say. So Adam is a writer and he works from home. So he's there. So basically Sylvie's job is to just like make sure she eats, like cook her meals, make sure she eats, maybe just sit and talk to her, take her out for walks, just be like a companion for her. There's a housekeeper there, and then there's like a nurse that comes in who actually helps take care of her like medically. But then Adam is also doing some caretaking and like giving her medications. And Sylvie's just kind of like, seems like the medication's like excessive, and she's like, does she really need that? It very much feels like Verity. I mean, I'm just liking it okay. I literally had just said I haven't given any of her books less than 4 or 5 stars, and this is not giving me 4 or 5 star feelings. So I'm about 50% through. We'll see what happens. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Don't mind my lighting. It's the way the sun's rising. So I did, in fact, finish this a Thursday night. I didn't vlog at all yesterday, y'all. I was busy between editing, work, reading. Like, I just never came in with updates. So I finished this before bed Thursday night, and I'm settling on a 3-star for this. And I'm kind of sad because this is my lowest Freida rating now. But y'all, this is so much like Verity. Like, it's just so much like Verity. And I'm like, girl, why'd you do it? Anyway, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was enjoyable. If you haven't read Verity, go ahead and pick this up, and you may like this more. I feel like if I had not read Verity and I picked this up, I would definitely have enjoyed this. So obviously Freida has a way of making us think one way or feel one way about a book, and then flips a switch on us. It's a very bingeable book. I feel like most of her books are pretty bingeable. I just didn't enjoy it more because I literally felt like I was reading a story I've already read. Yesterday, I did start The Tenant. I don't have my laptop up here, so I cannot read the synopsis to you. So we are following a couple. They are engaged, and Blake has just been promoted. He is a vice president, and he came into this position, unfortunately, due to the death of the previous vice president. His position does not last long. So he gets accused of trading secrets, I guess, or revealing inside secrets of this company. So he gets fired. He swears he didn't do it, but his boss doesn't even want to talk about it. He's just like, you're fired, you're out, bye. So he's unemployed now. And obviously he was making really good money, and now he is not making any money, and his fiance is not making that much money. So they don't know how they're going to pay, their mortgage. So his fiance suggests having a tenant come in because their house, is a good size house. He was very hesitant to do it. But then of course, Kristen's like, well, we can like return my ring, sell my ring, because her engagement ring's worth like a lot of money. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. And she's like, well, then this is what we need to do. So they take on a tenant. Her name's Whitney. Everything's fine at first. Everyone's getting along. Then Blake offers to share like some of his cereal or his, shampoo, conditioner, whatever things. But then she like uses a lot of his stuff, all of his stuff. So then he kind of gets mad, and he's like, hey, we should probably not share stuff. Just get your own. She takes like super offense to it. And then she just starts doing, so then she's like not talking to him. And then she starts doing things that are annoying Blake or making Blake mad. And then they basically are like doing like childish retaliation type things to each other. I don't want to give anything away, but it's making me chuckle because I'm just like, are these people adults? And there are some gross moments of things that happen. And then Blake starts spiraling, basically, and getting paranoid. But then the things that she's doing to him, she is making him look very, very bad to Kristen. And he's basically trying to tell her, look, this girl is psycho. We need to get her out of here. And he's said, you need to leave. And she's like, well, you can't make me leave. So apparently wherever they're at, there's like a tenant law. You can't just kick someone out. You have to give them so many days notice to leave and all these things. And so like she knew She knew her stuff going in. Imagine living with a stranger who is basically making your life hell every day, and you can't kick them out of your own home. Like, that is what this is. I was like, oh Lord, this is bad. So then he's starting to realize that, like, why is she doing this to him? And I feel bad for the guy. Like, the guy's not great, okay? He obviously was in a position of power, made a lot of money, and from the sound of it, he knows that he wasn't, like, good to some people, like, in the company. He wasn't nice to people. So even though he probably wasn't the nicest person, I kind of feel bad for him for the things that are happening to him. And, like, she is, like, setting him up for something big. And I don't know. Obviously, I'm thinking there's a reason. So I'm wondering if when he did have a position of power or whatever, he did something to somebody, maybe not her, because, you know, he doesn't know her, but maybe somebody like she knows or whatever. And they've set this plan in motion, you know, way before she ever became a tenant, to basically ruin his life for whatever reason. So anyway, it is a fast read. I am about 50% through it. So I am going to continue listening to that this morning. I'm hoping to finish it soon. And then I'm going to get ready for the day. I'm going to do a little bit of scrapbooking. I'm going to go see my mom. And then when I finish this book, hopefully today, I will come back and close out this vlog for you. Hey, how's it going? So current editing Jules did not realize that past Jules, like 2 weeks ago, past Jules, did not come back and update you with her thoughts on the tenant and close out the vlog. So here I am to do that. I am so sorry, you guys. I had a couple of vlogs that overlapped, and I should not do that. I know better than to do that. So here I am. So as far as my final thoughts on the tenant, I had a really good time with it. And the Blake Whitney situation, I think her name was Whitney by this point, I may have forgotten. They just kept spiraling. It just kept getting, like, they were one-upping each other on, like, getting back at each other, and it was getting crazy. Some crazy stuff happened with the neighbor who he wasn't getting along with. The neighbor was always harping about him not taking his trash can back, and he did, but his trash can was always at the curb, so somebody was obviously putting it out. Like, after he put it back, they were putting it back out to, like, piss off the neighbor. A situation ended up happening with the neighbor, and he was not looking good at all. It just got crazy. And once again, I thought I knew what was happening, only to find out I didn't. So she likes to, like, flip it and reverse it a lot, and I'm here for it. I had a really good time with it, so I ended up settling on 4 stars for that one. So to recap my ratings on these, I gave The Housemaid 4 stars, I gave The Boyfriend 5 stars, I gave The Wife Upstairs 3 stars, and The Tenant 4 stars. So I do plan on reading all of her books. So some of the ones that are on my radar, let me know which ones you guys think I should prioritize. I will probably do another Freida vlog because I had a good time with this one. So some of the ones I have my eye on: Never Lie, The Teacher, Ward D, The Coworker, The Perfect Son, Do Not Disturb, Want to Know a Secret, The Surrogate Mother, Do You Remember, and Brain Damage. And there's more, but some of them, I checked the ratings and they didn't have very good ratings, so they're not, like, at the top of my radar, but, like, I plan on reading all of her books, even if they have bad ratings, because let's be honest, you can't trust star ratings. So let me know if any of these you guys really liked and that I should put at the top of my list. Okay, now I am going to close out this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and hearing all my thoughts on these books. I had a good time doing it. And let me know in the comments below which Freida book is your favorite. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind.